Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to explore a more advanced topic, 3D arrays in C++. We'll look at what they are, how they work, how they are stored in memory, and how to work with them efficiently in your programs. By the end, you'll be comfortable working with 3D arrays and solving real-world problems. A 3D array is an extension of the 2D array, where, instead of a grid, rows, and columns, we now have multiple layers, forming a 3D shape, like a cube. You can think of it as a stack of 2D arrays. In a 2D array, we have rows and columns. In a 3D array, we have layers of rows and columns. This creates a 3D array with 3 layers, 4 rows in each layer, and 5 columns in each row. Just like with 2D arrays, 3D arrays are stored linearly in memory using row major order. This means that memory is allocated sequentially, storing one row at a time from one layer before moving to the next row, and then the next layer. The elements are stored as if you're working through each layer one by one, similar to turning pages in a book. Let's now walk through how to declare and initialize a 3D array in C++. This declares a 3D array with 3 layers, each containing a 3 by 3 grid. This creates a 3D array with 2 layers, where each layer has 2 rows, and each row contains 3 elements. You can also take input for a 3D array using nested loops. Accessing an element in a 3D array requires 3 indices, one for the layer, one for the row, and one for the column. You can print the entire 3D array using 3 nested loops. Let us look at common operations that we can perform on 3D arrays. Let's first fill a 3D array with incrementing values starting from 1. We initialize val to 1 and assign it to each position in the array using 3 nested loops. After each assignment, val is increment so that each next element gets a new number. Let's now calculate the sum of all the elements in a 3D array. This code uses 3 nested loops to traverse the entire 3D array and accumulate the sum of all elements. Now, let's find the maximum element in the 3D array. We initialize maxElement to the first element of the array. As we iterate through the array, we compare each element with the current maxElement, and if the element is larger, we update maxElement. 3D arrays are extremely useful in real-world applications, particularly in fields like computer graphics, image processing, and simulations. Imagine you're developing a game where you need to store a 3D grid of positions, and each grid cell represents a point in space. A 3D array would be the perfect fit for this type of data. In this video, we explored the world of 3D arrays in C++. We discussed what they are, how to declare and initialize them, and how to access elements using 3 indices. We also covered common operations such as filling a 3D array, summing its elements, and finding the maximum value. Thanks for tuning in. If this video helped you understand 3D arrays better, please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more programming tutorials. Drop any questions or future topic suggestions in the comments below. See you in the next video.